So, hey guys, how are you guys doing? Just gonna do a little bit of a sound test and see if everything works just as it should. So, hey guys, how are you guys doing? Just gonna do a little bit of a sound test. Alright, let me just, okay, we're just gonna wait for the people to come in to the stream before we start. Now I put an equalizer on it. I hope this sounds better. People to come in to the stream before we start. Now I put an equalizer on it. I hope this sounds better. Okay, it does sound better. Welcome, guys. We're just gonna again wait like a minute or so before we officially start this live stream. Alright, everybody, I think we're going to start. We're at 500 viewers. That's not too much, but, you know, it's people are going to be coming in here. I hope you guys can hear me fine. Just give me a little bit of a radio check. How well can you guys hear me before we start? And I'm going to turn on the face cam in a second. Let me just make sure that the technical stuff always works. It's always a little bit of a challenge. Here we go. Cam and PC. Stream is now working. I hope you guys are first of all doing well, and I hope the stream is working well with you guys as well, that you guys can hear me, that you guys can see me well, that everything is working. And CFS Fire, thank you. What's up? How are you? I'm good. How are you guys? I'm just bored. There's nothing we can do. Like, it's honestly it's a little the days, these, you know, life has become very homogenic. That doesn't mean that I'm homosexual, but this does actually mean, you know, every day is pretty much the same, which can get a little boring, but this is just the times. You guys remember to stay home, so we can get over the COVID-19 thing. For today's stream, as I'm streaming every day, what's up, RFS multiplayer? For today's stream, I thought I could do something interesting, and that is actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to get into it. For this stream, I thought I would fly planes here, an X-plane, and you guys, the stream controls what the failures are gonna be. So as you can see, obviously in X-plane, we can edit the failures here. It's probably hidden by the face camera, but you know, we obviously we have the failures menu. We just get to full screen. We have the full failures menu of any sort, really. We have, you know, things like water and fuel, but also things like bird strike, microburst, smoke in cockpit, systems like autopilot controls, de-icing, electrical equipment, landing gear. Anything can really fail these days in the flight simulators, which is really awesome. Wings can also fall off if that's something we want. I'm sorry, the stream is a little laggy here, I can see. That's not good. You want to be a little stable. Okay, I think I got it fixed. I'm sorry. Okay, we obviously can also control wings. They can literally fall off if we want them to, which is something we're definitely gonna want. Or you guys. So you can select anything you want when we actually go ahead and fly. And my challenge is to actually bring this plane down. So I guess I don't know how we'll do it. Maybe via donations, because obviously the chat is gonna be a lot more crazy than Obviously, way too crazy to actually take control over. Maybe we'll do it via donations. But before we begin, let's just maybe care about getting this plane into the air first. Okay, CFS Fire already wrote, make the landing gear not work properly upon landing. We're going to do that. So we're going to stack the failures. How about that? We're going to stack the failures. What that means is we're going to take off, and maybe someone else is going to say, well, you are not allowed to leave the engines running. Well, basically, you're going to have an engine failure, or you have a bird strike, and then we'll have to actually get this plane landed. That's the challenge. But on that landing, we're not allowed to use landing gear either, right? You know what I mean? So I'm going to try to keep the plane running and alive as most as possible, and keep it in the air as long as possible with the most challenges, right? All right, Rockford Media, you already said dual engine failure. Okay, I guess let's just go ahead then. We're getting very okay. I thought, you know, we're gonna start a little easier with just like a bird strike or something, but okay. Engine fail 1, engine fail 2. And we're already starting big here. Okay, what's up, Rockford? Have I said your name? I think I have. So we're already starting quite big. Landing gear and the actuator system should fail, meaning that it won't come down anymore after we have put it up, which we have, and we have lost both engines. We're already starting off spicy. What we now care about is not dying. Holy moly! This has been a little bit earlier on directly after departure. How are we going to do this? This is basically just a challenge now. Try to crash the least possible. So the problem here is we're not going to be able to return back to the airfield. We're way too low. Bang ding ow is what's going to happen. We can land in some kind of field in the background, and we're already starting out spicy. That's for sure. Yeah, okay. There's a little bit of a field farmland ahead, which we're gonna have to use as a runway apparently. Okay then. 2010 and a touchdown. Not particularly smooth, but that doesn't matter because the plane's gonna be destroyed anyway. Now this is a landing that's occurred before, and we've crashed into trees. Occurred before, and actually there is a little bit of a chance that well, you're gonna survive on a landing like this. It's not like, you know, you die immediately. Now Rockford, he also said find a river. The problem here in the south of France, there are barely any rivers because it's such a dry, not particularly dry, it's just a hot place, and there's no rivers here. So that didn't work, right? Alright, I mean, according to X-Plane itself, we did not crash. Alright, so we have some more suggestions. Bird strike landing gear failure and no flaps. Alright, this is just another stack now. From now on, please only say one failure. One thing that you want, because otherwise we'll have too much. Alright, but we can do this. We can do Hans Tristan's, Verken's suggestion, which was also half the controls being broken, next to Aviation 29's suggestion to have a bird strike, a landing gear failure. We're gonna set it all so that we have an overview of what's going to happen. Welcome to Swiss 1. I actually didn't expect for you guys to come up with suggestions so quickly already, but you know, we're doing fine so far. Welcome back on board our 737, a 737 that's going to die. All right, so let's go to edit failures again. Maybe turn off the face cam so that we can actually see the failures. So what are we gonna do? Okay, we're having a bird strike. Bird strike has failed. Well, that's gonna fail. Then we're having a landing gear failure. I guess, although the whole landing gear is not gonna come down, that is our challenge for today. Landing gear failure. I think we're just gonna. You know what? We're just gonna not put landing gear down. That's a little easier. And then flaps. Flaps are also not going to come down after here we go. Left flap flap actuator system should be failed. There we go. And you know what? Okay. Okay, this is interesting now. Gear actuator system, CTRL. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's good. Now half of the controls being broken. How are we gonna do that? We can, you know what? I'm gonna activate this again because it doesn't really make sense. Okay, controls. Ailerons on one side. I mean, we can roll control. Let's maybe just go for roll control 1 hard drive. I don't know what this means when you have a failure on this one, but I guess it's going to be interesting, right? So let's just start off with that and see how well this plane will fly after we've set the failures, which we're going to be able to do when we press CTRLF in the air. Welcome to Swiss 001. Okay. Now, I should remind you, I'm going to do like a proper flight in the near future, like a proper full flight, but we're just having fun. So, yeah. Let's just go ahead then. We are here, perfect. Okay. Now, welcome aboard our plane. When are we going to set our failure? I don't know. Probably let's just press CTRL-F. Oh no, that has really not worked. Okay. There's some problem with the roll control, as I've already said. That went a little more wrong than I thought. Damn, okay. Jesus. Okay, maybe we'll have to, in order to actually get a chance to get this plane landed. Oh, Jesus Christ. That has gone wrong, hasn't it? No, but what happened here probably was that the wing surfaces, probably something... We did something wrong here. Let's just get this all fixed, come on. I mean, this plane's gonna crash anyway, isn't it? Alright, that's another challenge failed. You guys, you're doing a little bit of a too hard of the stroke. You're doing stroke. Yeah. Now, Wisconsin, rudder jammed to the left. That's gonna make the plane crash immediately. Maybe let's do some challenges that are a little bit more easier. Okay, Javier Tawar, whatever. He had a very interesting idea. Snap off vertical stabilizer and land. This vertical stabilizer is, by the way, oh no. This blue thing, basically, that'll just fall off. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and start without a vertical stabilizer. Because there's nothing more interesting than flying without one. For sure. Can we turn that off? Vertical stabilizer 2. That's gone. Where's stabilizer 1? Vert stab. Okay, only 2 is available to be failed. What that basically will do is that the plane will wobble around in the skies. And, well, we're gonna most probably crash. I mean, there have been some real cases of vertical stabilizers just simply falling off in a way. In real life. So maybe this could be an interesting challenge, right? Alright, come on. Okay. So what we don't have now is rudder control, most obviously. I'm using the rudder control, as you can see down in the pedals. I'm full on in the rudders. And actually the plane appears to, right now, fly normally, but once we actually put some, I would say, roll stress onto the plane, then we're gonna have to die, basically. Let's just check it out. Maybe try doing a left turn and see what that's gonna do. As you can see, when we actually try to go left, we don't really go, I don't know. So far, the plane does fly, though. Oh. Okay, apparently we have a little bit of a stable flight, even though vertical stabilizer has been removed. Not visually, as always, because we're an X-plane. But yeah, not good. Let's maybe... Can you do smoke in cockpit? Okay, then. Smoke in cockpit is something that we can stack as well. Vertical stabilizer is gone, partly at least, I guess. And smoke in cockpit for sure. That's gonna make it all, you know, that's gonna... We're gonna have a barbecue basically in here. Now that's giving us a master caution alert, which basically, when we turn on smoke in cockpit, does that also mean that we have like an electrical failure or something? That failure is inop. Which one? You mean the vertical stabilizer? It is. I think I've turned it on. Yeah. I mean, we can also lose the horizontal stabilizer. Or no, that's something that someone would say. I don't know. That would make the plane definitely just crash, fall down to the earth. So far, we're just flying only partly with our vertical stabilizer. So far, this plane is able to fly. We need a little bit of a harsher challenges. All right, come on. Can we get some? What do we have? Swiss Air 111. Yes, but this is not an MD-11. This is obviously a 737-800. Can you do milk in cockpit? That's not possible. What do we got? Land in the sea? That would be something that is our last resort. Come on. I mean, this plane does fly a little weird, especially, you know, not having rudder control is a little, I don't know. It's just strange. Break the cockpit window. That's another suggestion. That's interesting. But that doesn't work here, I guess. So you cannot do that here in the flight simulator, especially here in this 737. What's up, Cody? Uh-oh. Why does it sound so weird? It sounds like the GPWS callouts is like in a tube or do you know what I mean? Like the GPWS. Pull up. Doesn't it sound weird?
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr.
500. Sounds like it's like in a tunnel or something. It's so weird. All right, come on. Battery failure. Okay. So we do a battery failure then. See, there are so many people writing different stuff, and I don't know what to pick. It's like every second there is another failure, right? That doesn't happen, right? So let's. What was it again? Open cabin door. I mean, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, this is something I want to find out. This is the Zebo version. I don't think you're actually even able to open the cabin door in flight, which is as it should be. Nope, that doesn't work. That's sad. What time is it right now? Yeah, it is right now 4 p.m. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What's the time for you guys? Alright, so far this plane is flying quite nice. A lot of people are also saying microburst. That could be an interesting challenge, because that is not like something that would permanently damage the plane, but, I mean, we all know, I mean, if you don't know microburst, it's basically wind that pushes you down. It's not particularly a technical failure of the aircraft, which is perfect here. Let's go ahead and set it to failed. Meanwhile, there we go. We're running into a, there we go. What's happening now, we are gaining a lot of speed in our smoky cockpit. Which is usual, but then we're losing it, and we're especially losing altitude, which we're gonna have to act against. There we go, that has worked. Another thing a lot of people are requesting is electrical failure. We can fail the batteries, for example. Rockford failure, put a Reiner logo on it. I mean, that's all. I mean, we can we can change the livery if you guys want. But come on, Rockford, give me some actual suggestions. Like, what do we got? Now, obviously, there's always the bird strike. But a lot of people are always have requested electrical failures. What can we do? For example, we can fail the batteries, which that's going to actually do. I think we're still going to be able to maintain and fly this plane since we can just, for example, turn on the APU. That would be our last resort, I think. But as the engines are running, the batteries are not even, you know, providing the plane with power anyway, right? Because it's the engines. Come on, Rockford. Be creative. Give me suggestions. Become Sully. I mean, that would be our last resort in case of like a bird strike or a dual engine failure. But you know, as we still have engines on board, this plane still flies. Not perfectly, since we have lost parts of the vertical stabilizer, which is not particularly good. Runaway trim. Runaway trim. What is that? Is that... Oh, okay. Let me just see what that's gonna do. I've not tried this out before. And, oh, see, this is something that happens when you lose the vertical stabilizer. It can be hard to get out of a roll since you don't have that stabilization anymore. Welcome to physics class with Swiss01. Runaway trim. I don't know what that's gonna do. That's literally something that I do not have tried before. Elevator, aileron, or rudder? That's the question, though. Ha! On all of them? Let me know in the... Let me know. I don't know. Can we... maybe all of them, but I don't know what's gonna happen then. What's gonna happen? Should we do all? Just comment. I mean, we can do all, right? Should we do all? Alright, then let's do all. I don't know. Someone's wrote cockpit failure. What's that's gonna do? I don't know. Okay, let's just go ahead and fail the runaway trim. I'm gonna be very conscious about what's gonna happen in a second. Alright, failure has been applied. Nothing really happened, did it? Did anything happen? Uh-oh. What is it doing? Plane is flying weirdly, isn't it? But so far it is flying, right? Oh, Jesus. I guess what runaway trim is doing is it's just that the trim bugs around or something? Is that the case? Maybe it is. Maybe the trim is just dying here. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, can we have some more failures? Someone suggested squawk code 7500. Let's go ahead. Maybe keep the plane flying while we're doing that. This plane's really just on the edge of barely flying, by the way. Let me just mention that. Where's the 7500? Come on. Transponder. Oh, yeah, of course, it's dead. I guess. Why is it dead? I don't know. Maybe because of the batteries, but do the batteries power the transponder? I don't think so. Yeah, electrical failure, we've already have that, but you know, electrical failures isn't that much of a thing here in planes normally, because you know the engines are powering the electrical systems in flight. So what the electrical failure did was nothing. What we can do though is let the engines fail, and that's gonna do something indeed. Just give me more suggestions. Meanwhile, we're flying though. That's good. Alright, I mean, a lot of people are always suggesting engine failures. Let's just, oh no, oh. Damn, this plane is crazy. I think we're done now. Jesus! Alright, come on. Oh no, that hasn't worked. Okay, plane is dead for some reason. Maybe the trim has definitely run away now. What's wrong? Oh, what the hell is this? Do you guys see this? Dude, well, what is that N225 doing here with a Buran shuttle? Jesus Christ. Okay. Maybe we can get this plane back in control, because it's not... We're not able to control this plane anymore. Come on. Alright, we can do bird strike as well. Let's maybe do bird strike. Oh. Come on. Alright then, let's maybe do bird strike to get this thing finally down to the ground. Either successfully or non-successfully. Alright. Bird strike. Let's go ahead. Failed. All right, this is a very interesting. I mean, that's must. Oh, we have lost some of that. Oh no, it must be so disappointing as a bird to just crash into a plane, right? Okay, now we have lost one of the two engines that we do have on board, not making the flying of this plane necessarily easier because this plane is really uncontrollable now. Just with everything that we've stacked up. And the problem is, I don't think this plane will actually fall automatically down to the ground either, because it still has enough power and it's just gonna get itself up into the air again. But something is severely messed up with the aileron controls, though. What is wrong there? Oh, please go back. Alright, maybe we're just spiraling down to death. Yep, that's happened. So maybe we can try another type of plane. How about a Cessna though? I wonder what you guys can do with a Cessna when we actually go ahead and break it apart while it's in the air. That's the main thing about this video, right? Alright. Snakes on a plane. How's that gonna work? An X-plane. This is not a zoo simulator. This is, what is it? A flight simulator, apparently. Maybe we're spiraling down to death, Swiss 01 2021. That's... Okay. Well, welcome aboard our Cessna 172, and I have an idea for this one. How about we let the AI fly out of this first? Okay. What that means, I've just activated the very much more competent AI. This is the AI activation. That the well, X-Plane has a pretty competent AI, especially compared to the AI engine that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has. So yeah, okay. Now what's done? What has that? Oh no. Well, we need no engine fail. We need no failures for this one because the AI is already crashing the plane on its own, isn't it? Welcome to Swiss 01. Okay, come on. Let's get this going. Give me some failures. We're flight simulator fun indeed. Alright, unbalanced fuel. That could be something interesting. Let's go ahead and mess up the weight and balance of this plane. I think that's something that the AI will be able to handle, right? Center of gravity. Oh, that's been too much. Oh, that has not worked. Oh, that's been too much for the AI, right? I mean, this is not particularly the most... I'm gonna take that, but it's not particularly very, competent, but that's a whole other story. try a rudder hard over. Again, we're gonna try that with the AI activated. Where can I go? Failures. Here we go. Hard over. That's what we're gonna. Here, hard over. Rudder hard over or something. Something you guys requested. Let's go for rudder hard over. Failed. What is that gonna do? Oh, it's gonna turn the rudder to the left. All right. How's the AI handling with that? Oh, it's not. It doesn't know how to handle the stall, does it? So that's the AI. It may or may not be smart. Artificial intelligence. It's not particularly intelligent, as the name might or may not suggest. All right. So far, though, this plane is. I mean, it's still up in the air. That's the good part. Alright, come on. Try a slats failure. I mean, we're in a Cessna 172. This does not have slats. Now, what the sound is, it's a stall horn, of course. Plane's not happy with the situation right now. Can we have some more suggestions? Come on. Hydraulic fluid failure. What's gonna happen here with a Cessna? I do wonder. Electric hydraulic pump. What are we gonna do? Let's go for brake and see what that does in the Cessna. Exactly. Nothing, I guess. Maybe the flaps may or may not be affected. But that's another story. Come on, give us some more ideas. What do we got? Come on, we need. Alright, something that's also been recommended, of course, with the bird strike. Let's go ahead. Bird strike. CTR left. There we go. Let's go ahead and do AI versus bird strike and see what's gonna do. What's gonna happen. As you can see, we have entered a bird strike. Something that doesn't really happen is an engine fire on bird strike. But okay, we have an engine fire now. Let's see how the AI is going to cope with that. Let's go. Come on. Alright, AI versus bird strike. Not working, is it? Oh, what's going to happen now with our plane is actually that the engine's just going to lose more and more power, even though the engine's not running at full power. As you can see, the needle here is actually going down. It's almost not in the green anymore. There we go. More or less slowly or quickly, it is coming down. So, we're going to definitely lose this plane. We're going to lose the whole engine in a second or two. Let's see how the AI is going to handle with an extreme stall like that. I can obviously always take over if I had to. That's a good thing. Let's go. Come on. Kill mixture. What's gonna happen then? Oh. Oh. Can we do an air start? Alright, something that's now happened is that the planes died. Squawk 7500. Nothing's actually going to happen. What we can do actually here is try doing an emergency landing. Let the AI not fly. And come in for a nice landing at Le Mole Airport because we're very close to it. I think this will be successful. There we go. We have Le Mole Airstrip or an airport down ahead. So we do a little bit of a roll to see if this airplane still works. Welcome to Swiss01. Come on. Oh. Maybe that roll wasn't the best idea. But alright, we have got our air runway ahead. That is the proper word for it. Let's go ahead. This is actually what happens when you go into the 2D heads-up display menu. You have an actual bird somewhere. I think they just took this from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or something. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our plane landed down here. Here we go. Just lose some more of that damn altitude. Just imagine you're on the ground there and you just see this fireball Cessna 172, which is just really falling down. So that's what's happening right now. Let's go. Welcome to Reiner. There, this plane is a little bit too small for Reiner for sure. All right, everybody, let's go ahead. All right, come on. Perfect. Oh my god, that's been a little bit of a hard landing, but since we have Reiner as a topic now. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Rudder is obviously on the hard over. Well, that was a survivable landing, not particularly for the plane, but I forgot that the plane was going to turn to the left once we actually land. Well, welcome to Swiss Desert 1. I'm not even aware of what's wrong with the plane. Yeah. Alright, what else do we got? We have got... What kind of plane? Maybe let's go for a bigger one. Let's go for the good old 747 Classic, the 400. Let's go ahead. Well, it's not a classic, but like the classic model that we have here in the flight simulator for sure. Alright, come on. Alright. Sync rate. Alright, 747, let's go ahead. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna take off this plane normally off and then we're gonna wait. A single engine reverse mid-air. That's something very interesting, Sebastian, that we're gonna try in the 747. Because this has 4 engines. I do wonder what's gonna happen when one of the 4 engines actually attempts a reverse thrust. Let me just know which of the 4 engines should have a reverse lock. No, that's not called what it's called. I think like reverse actuator. I don't know. It's happened before. 767 crashed because one of the 2 engines in mid-air applied reverse thrust, and that's crashed the plane. But Sebastian, let me know which one of the 4 engines should be failed. Basically, we have to. There's a lot of people saying, a lot of people saying 3 for some reason, which is I think this one, this is engine number 3, which is one of the inner engines. Does that make sense? Inner engines? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for a 3, which I guess failures. Reverse deploy 3. I think that's the one that we want, right? Let's see what's going to happen and see if the plane is going to continue to fly. There we go. One of the 3 engines, well, one of the 4 engines, the engine 3 actually, is now applying reverse thrust. How does this plane fly? Well, it flies better than the 767 did. That's for sure. It's a little turning to the left, to the right. You can definitely see it, that there's something wrong with a right, well, with an engine on the right wing. But other than that, we're looking good. Right? Let's just trim out the plane easily. Here we go, with a little bit of trim to the left. we can get this all fixed again. This is probably gonna use a little bit more fuel than the 747 normally uses on a flight, right? Mm-hmm. 757 is the best airplane worldwide. That's just another thing someone said just now. That's debatable. I do like the 757, especially how sporty it is. But yeah, fuel dump. Okay, you know what? While we're at it, let's just dump some fuel. Let's see how that even works here in this plane. Because this model is kind of trash, so we're gonna have to find it out. Fuel dump. Where is it? Can you guys help me where the find the fuel dump? Come on, where's the fuel dump? Cause here we can. Nah, that's not gonna work then, I guess. Red buttons. Just press the red buttons to see if they even work. Well, there are no red buttons, fortunately, here now. Oh, there are some. What do these do? Oh, not usable. Welcome to Flight Simulator Swiss 01. It's the fuel dump button. Where's that supposed to be? Alright, come on. I would guess it's somewhere here in the fuel section or something, but it's not. I cannot find it. No. Red buttons on the overhead panel. What was that? Oh no, that's not the one. Cargo fire, passenger oxygen. Let's turn that off. Just kidding. Is it here? Fuel jettison. There we go. We've got it. Turn it on. And do we have an animation or something for that? No. What we do see is that we're crashing, basically. Alright. Let's maintain stable flight again. Even though I'm quite surprised that the plane here is able to still fly, even though we have, well, basically, reverse thrust, right? That's really the good thing about 4 engines, is you can still make it. Alright, come on. What else have we got? Stroke. Power off an engine. Well, if that's someone you got... Oh, yeah. Okay, I have an idea. How about we power off the engine number 4? Because that's another thing we can do. Oh, my goodness. Engine number 4. That means that we really only have, like, one engine working on the right side of the plane. But that one is actually applying reverse thrust. So that could be interesting. Let's go ahead and turn that one off. There we go. It's cut off. And we're flying still, but not for long, for sure. No, we're able to still keep control. Meanwhile, we're dumping fuel quite a bit. That's something you know. Right now, we have to trim this plane out by quite a lot to have like a stable flight or something. So here we go. Perfect. Engine fueled with wrong gas. So wrong. Okay, let's try this then. Okay, this is here over. Come on. World, and here we have filled with wrong fuel, right? Come on, fill fuel with wrong gas. Okay, let's go ahead and fuel this plane with wrong gas, because why not? Let's go ahead. All right, now engines are dying very much. Now I already mentioned we just traveled all around the world basically. Yeah, but plane is still maintaining to fly, actually in a straight line as well. It's a little off, of course, but still, we're able to fly. You know, that's nice. Well, smoke in the cockpit, we've already had that. All right, come on, 747. Now, something I've not done ever actually is to check out the cabin that's actually implemented into the flight simulator that we have here. Let's go. Okay. Try to trust this plane to maintain control, because there is actually a cabin here implemented. Now this is obviously the 747-8, which has a little bit of a not super long first class cabin compared to the 748. But still, this is quite, this is large. And obviously, what's very impressive is, as always, the staircase, of course. Here we can go down. Actually, is there like a full cabin here for this plane? I did not know. Because from the outside, you cannot actually see it, right? That's sad. Now here we got a pretty classic 747 cabin. Here is that economy class? Is that just economy? Yeah, that is economy, of course. This plane just seems so large, and there seems to be so much passenger space, even for economy. I don't know. All right, then let's go ahead and I think this is first class. I'm basically Sam Chui now at this point. What is up here? Oh, nothing, right? We're at the end of the plane. That's something that I've always wanted to do in the 747, but never had the chance to. Just sit in front and have this here. What they should have done is definitely make this thing out of glass or something to make this more more enjoying or whatever it is. Here we have the kitchen. Oh. We had the kitchen. Well, that didn't particularly work. You guys, give me some suggestions for maybe another flight. What plane, first of all, should we go for? And then maybe do another flight here with another plane. How about that? Come on, give me some plane ideas. Come on, planes. Okay. Oh yeah, I have an idea. A320. Let's go A320 all the way. Oh no, wait, that's a flight factor plane, which is great. Great plane. Let's go for vintage 727. The flight factor, it has its own failure system, and I'm not going to mess with it. I don't know. I don't like that. It's simpler to use like a more or less basic plane. But give me some ideas for failures as well. Maybe something we've not tried before. Come on. Well, we're loading into the 727 if you don't know. 727 is great. Mid-air collision, how am I gonna do that? Engine failure, pilot dying. I mean, that's another thing we could do. We can just turn on the AI and let it fly us. And then we're gonna wait. Okay. I have an idea. How about we completely hand the controls over to the AI, so we're basically dead after takeoff. And then the plane has to land itself. Sometime, someday, I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It doesn't know how to fly the 7 to 7 well, though, right? We're gonna have to use another plane. Let's okay. Make this a little bit more simpler for the AI. Another plane we can do definitely is the MD80. Come on. Let's do AI. Yeah. This is a good idea, and then we may or may not have suggestions for engine failures. Alright, this is the wrong MD80. Whoops. Yeah, that... Is that the right one? I hope it is. Yeah, that's been the wrong one. Whoops. Alright, fine, welcome aboard. This is now a normal MD-80. Finally, let's get it off the ground, which is... I mean, this plane is just so much louder than any other plane, because this plane is, you know... I like it. It's sad that the Mad Dog, the MD-80 is going away, but it's just old. That's another thing here. So, yeah. Alright, fine, let's go ahead. Take off. There we go. And you know what? Let's just die. Here we go. We're dead. AI flies your aircraft. No, that's not. AI flies your aircraft. Okay. Now, I do wonder what the AI is going to do. What I'm going to do definitely now is I'm going to take, as always, out of solidarity that I'm not going to touch the controls, I'm going to take this off here and put it to the ground. And the only thing that can now get this plane down safely or something is obviously the AI. So just give me any suggestions you want for the emergency, maybe. So things are looking good. Okay, now the plane is gonna fly somewhere. Where to? We don't know. That could be interesting. We could just sit back and relax and enjoy the flight as a passenger, actually. Let's go ahead and go to the passenger view, because we have no control of this plane anyway. There's really no point. Okay, this is what the cabin of the MD-80 looks like. Not the biggest plane, not the smallest plane either. Actually, this plane is actually not super small. It looks smaller from the outside than it actually is. It's not the smallest one, indeed. Then we're flying at a very low altitude, which is making me a little nervous. Because there are mountains here, and there are mountains that are higher than, well, taller than our altitude, right? This will be a crash probably again. Alright, come on. Why is it the seating arrangement? It's 2 times 3. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, honestly. It is actually, because of the size of the plane, you want to fit as most seats as possible. So there's like one more seat here that fit in. That was the third one. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, everybody. What the AI is now doing is actually climb. What I'm now doing is relax, you know. Just sit back and relax and watch the AI fly our plane. I'm just going to wait for some suggestions for failures. Just fire away. Come on. Alright, come on. We're looking great. Now the plane has to land somewhat eventually. I'm gonna give it half an hour, maybe. No, less than that, probably like 10 minutes or something. Like, this is not gonna be a long flight, for sure. Let's just see though. Let's pop up the map and see where this plane is going to be heading to. It has turned a little bit up northwest. After we departed, so I guess it's just following along the coastline or something. Maybe coming in for a landing here at Malda Airport, or maybe also landing at Nice. Where it is? Where is it? Here it is. Nice Airport. That's right here. Yeah. All right. We're going to the south of front. We're just basically randomly flying here. Okay. Alright, so where is it heading, though? It is definitely climbing still. So there's a bit of a challenge. Maybe we need to challenge it. You know? Alright, I just want to check in what the plane is doing right now. We're at 9,000 feet and climbing. But it doesn't look like we're going to be flying for super long. I don't know. Maybe Nice is our destination indeed. Let's check it out. So this is now a good challenge, of course. Or maybe we can, alright, what can we do? Let's go for, wow, we sit in the cabin. Let's maybe go for somewhat of an engine failure caused by, for example, a bird strike. Okay then. Okay, bird strike then. As always. Oh, wow, that was a weird sound. I did not hear that before. Alright, we cannot obviously see damage because the engines are all the way in the back, but maybe let's take a little bit of a glance outside of our window, which is not working. Okay, that's interesting about the MD-80. Alright, I guess. So we cannot see what's going on with the plane. Oh! Oh, what is that? What has it done? What has I done? It has turned. It has turned, maybe a sign that we are about to land, but we're not losing altitude. We're losing speed for sure. What the hell is this plane doing? Why are we going so slowly, and why is the plane... Well, I'm just a dumb passenger. I don't know what the pilots are doing, so I don't really care what the pilots are doing as long as they're flying the plane safely. Maybe we can get some more failures in here. What do we got? Microburst. Let's challenge the AI with a microburst right now. As you can see, our airspeed is probably increasing. But that's only our airspeed, not our ground speed. And we're dying, most probably. Yep. Plane is falling down to the ground. AI has no idea what it's doing. So we have to take some more measurements. I like... You know what I mean. Yeah, let's go for engine separation. In the second one, fail that. Now the AI is left with only one engine, but that's on fire. Let me just mention that. Let's just see what the AI is going to do about this emergency, because that's, you know, there's always like a worry about, like, a worry that many people have about AI, and that's not being able to handle with non-standard operations and procedures, right? And this is not only a non-standard, but this is an emergency now. So what are we gonna do now? What is going to happen? Okay, the plane is not climbing, so it does know that it doesn't have much power, but I guess what's just gonna happen is we're gonna probably crash. What the plane is doing well though is actually maintaining speed of 180 knots quite stably. I don't know if that's the best gliding speed of this plane, but oh, this plane is not. What is it doing? I do wonder. Well, the Antonov was just very... Yeah, where was it? Oh, it's just past us, basically. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. We can see the big-ass Antonov. Here it is. Alright, come on. What is going to happen now? Oh, yeah, we're supposed to be in the cabin as passengers. There we go. Go all the way in the back, because that's the way to survive a crash the best, right? Alright, there we go. I have no idea what the autopilot or the AI is doing. What is it up to? It's so weird that this plane is so quiet, by the way. It is flying probably back it's flying somewhere. Maybe it is actually attempting to land at Mandalay Airport. Maybe it is. Here's Mandalay Airport, here's us. Maybe we're a little high for that airport, but that's no problem. We can lose altitude and speed in the jiffy, but what is the plane doing now? I do wonder what it is thinking of doing now, or what is it thinking that it's doing. Alright, well, we have the Antonov Anton 25 that's doing fine, even though that's also flown by an AI, by the way, that Antonov. But I don't know what our AI is doing. Now, this would be another chance for landing here. There's this lake down there. Now, what is it doing? I do wonder. It's circling. It's doing some weird S turns for whatever reason. Come on. We have no engine power. We must be down in the ground, basically, with what this fight is looking like. We have to be down within like 5 minutes for sure. We're losing altitude and losing more and more. Plane's still on fire. What it can do is actually land down here at Nice Airport. But it's not going to do that, is it? Nope. Oh, that's gone wrong. Alright, we're about to actually go below 10,000 feet. Maybe we can mess a little bit more here. How about wings? Remove some of these wings. Get this going. Get this going as well. Because that's definitely the fault of the plane, of the AI when it loses wings. What it's done now, as it's surpassed 10,000 feet, was turn on the landing lights. That's good. Oh damn, that already hasn't worked. And we're just crashing into somehow. Oh, that was very disgusting sounding. Jesus. All right, here we go. We've got our tail that's flown. I don't know. So yeah, guys, that's rest in peace. That's it for this one here. This, I'm just trying to stream always like an hour or something. Tomorrow I have something interesting planned. That is flying to North Korea. Let's fly to North Korea tomorrow, do a full flight, but a professional one for sure. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, not a video, it's a stream.